7 changes this week, I think. Was the plan always to sort of try and give as many people as possible runs on this tour?
Not necessarily. That wasn't the number one goal. The goal was to prepare the squad the best we can for some big test matches. So we've looked at the threat that Scotland pose. We've looked at some of the growth in some of our players and just picked accordingly, really.
Mark's been a player that's been around the squad this year as a training partner now officially. What have you seen from him that you believe he's ready for Test rugby?
Trained well, prepared well, got good aerial skills, and I just think he's hungry for an opportunity. So he's sort of ticked all those boxes, and we're delighted to give him a first Test start. It's a big occasion for him, but like you said, he's been around the team a while, and I thought he was probably one of the form players for form wings for most of the Super Rugby, and certainly in NPC had a strong campaign, so he's come in pretty confidence.
Moving Bowden back to 10 this week and Geordie back to full back, was the plan always to give perhaps Bowden a shot at 10 on this tour?
Oh, we've got a bit of an idea, but really we just wanted to unfold as the test went on. So, but Bodie is, he's a very, very good 10, and we want to keep him. We want to keep him in form in that position as well as 15.
Is that the same for Geordie? He's obviously played a couple of times at 12 recently, but you still see him primarily as a fullback, or is he both now in your eye?
We'll just wait and see. Playing pretty well in both. Some of the plan, we've had to adjust our plan in terms of our back three midfield, with Will Jordan not coming on this tour, and that's forced us to change a few things. Yeah.
And with Bodie at 10, did you sort of weigh up any other fullback options other than Geordie?
Yep.
Are you able to elaborate on who they might have been?
Well, we played Stephen there against Japan, and he would probably be our most likely suspect. David Avili can obviously cover there as well, but he hasn't played there for quite a while, so I would have thought probably Stephen.
And when you make 7 changes, I think there's 2 positional as well. Is there a challenge in maintaining the same level of performance that you got last week?
Well, there's a challenge in maintaining the same level of performance whether you don't change or whether you do change. We're two tests to go at the end of a season, so it's about making sure that we keep energy levels really high in our squad. I'm probably not as fixated on the number of changes because a lot of them were the combinations that finished the test last week anyway, so it's not like they haven't played together. So we still are wanting a quality. We need to want to make sure we try and lift our performance up again. What's going to be a pretty big challenge.
Has David Havili and Anton played too much together, and what do you expect from their combination?
Yeah, well, they've been off the bench the last 2 tests, trained together for 2 weeks. Obviously Anton's been out for most of this year anyway, so I just expect them to play like an All Black midfield really. Dave had a really strong rugby championship. He obviously finished that with an injury and come back strong. He brings a great sort of, in our mind, he brings a different skill set to Geordie, which I've already stated, and looking forward to seeing him utilise that. And Al, we just want to see him out there smiling and running around and doing what he does. Like he's very experienced midfield for us, and he's hungry to get back in.
Sounds like Finn Russell will start for Scotland. Does that change what you expect from them?
Yeah, I haven't seen their team, so don't know. I can't see it changing too much in what they do. They've got a pretty attacking mindset. He'll, whether it's him or whoever else it is, it'll be the same mindset, I think.
Ian, what have you made of Scotland in recent times?
Rugged, be one word. They're very robust. At the breakdown, they play with quite a bit of adventure to their game, and So they challenge you in some different areas with some different types of plays that some other teams challenge you up here. And I think in the last couple of years they've shown they can really get up and play very well in big games. And I guess they're searching for consistency as well as a team. But the upside is that they're top games at a pretty high level.
We're also searching for a first ever win over the All Blacks. I mean, does that record mean anything ahead of Sunday?
To them?
To them, to you? Does it give you comfort that they've never beaten you?
No, we get no comfort from records like that. It's a fact, and doesn't change the fact it's a test match coming up, and every test match you play nowadays has something attached to it. So expectations are always high for us, and but we're also cognizant that this is a Scottish team that's going through a bit of confidence at the moment.
Ian, can you tell us a little about Finlay Christie, who's obviously born in Scotland, and sort of curiosity value for us that he slipped through the net. What does he bring for you?
Well, we got one and you guys got about 50. But we quite like our one, so appreciate the donation. He's a quality man, you know. He's proud of his background up here, but he's also really proud to, you know, he's made the move as a family, and but look, he's a quality person. He's you know, he's played his way into the squad through some really good form, and you know, the fact that we're naming him in a starting position is a sign of our confidence in him.
Caleb mentioned the other day that you briefly touched on the 2017 game. How much have you used that as a touchstone this week? And given it's been 5 years between games, is it important to go back to that, given you haven't got a lot to draw on, I suppose, against Scotland?
Yeah, look, we haven't spent a lot of time on that, to be honest. I think Stormy, as a defence coach, picked up a couple of things that he wanted to freak us out with, so that was good. But what it did reflect is that it's been a long time between drinks playing Scotland, and when you haven't played an opponent for long periods, you got to make sure you do your work and getting to know who you're playing against. So it's been more a matter of just making sure we're clear about the threats that they have.
Cool, done.
Oh,
Thanks,
sorry, just one more. Sorry.
Go for it.
We've got a World Cup final coming up tomorrow morning our time. Will you be watching, and how do you think the Black Ferns will go?
Oh, I don't predict anything for a final. You know, there's two quality teams. It's been fantastic, a fantastic tournament to date. Particularly the two semi-finals were fantastic, weren't they? And great advertisements for the women's game. So go the Black Ferns. That's all I can say. You know, and we're just right behind them. They've done a great job, and it'd be awesome to see them get up.